Hello everyone, here you are in Claro Beauty and Life and with your host Claudia Lara, which is me. And today we'll be featuring Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I feel courageous of wanting to do a full face with you today. I thought of starting already with the foundation and all, so I don't keep you here, but I thought it was important for you guys to come along on this ride of discovery, because it's the first day that I'm trying this Wonder Glow Instant Self Focus Primer. Got this as a sample, so I don't know this product, and that's one of the beginning steps. So I just thought I would do a full face with you. And also I wanted to feature, because I see them advertised that is back in stock, the Glowgasm, the Pinkgasm, you know, these little tubes, and I haven't seen them for a while. They were huge at some moment. Obviously they sold out and everybody was really talking about it, and they're great products. You know, the bronzer, the kind of blush, and then the highlight that come in this way. So I thought of doing a full face with it. I'll be also showing off some of her eyeshadows and some of her you know, well-known palettes, you know, more in the dry formula, and then some of the eyeshadows. Now, I was a little bit inspired because one of you said that sometimes, you know, she likes to go back to what she already has. That sometimes new things are coming out and she forgets what she already has, and then she goes back and usually she forgets about what she wanted to buy, that it was brand new, and discovers that she has great things in her makeup already. So I was inspired by that, and I will be doing a lot of that in this channel. Not only new things, I want to go back to everything I have so far that is still out there in a, you know, in a fashionable way, that is still weird, like Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, you know, and Charlotte Tilbury and things of this nature that that I have in my collection. So thank you very much for this person that made this comment. So today, because they're back in stock with this Glowgasm, I thought, yeah, why don't we do all this and feature it again, because it's a great product. Now, it's not a product that I would travel with, although you can, because actually when you open it up, it has a off and on, or close. It says off on, but you know, close or open. So really you can close it, and probably you can travel well with it. So I haven't tried it, but if I would travel, I wouldn't take that many cream things like that. Actually, Charlotte Tilbury has this face kind of palettes, which I have traveled with, and they're great because right on one thing, you know, you have everything: bronzer, highlight, blushes, eyeshadows. So I have traveled with this for sure. I have 3, and this one is well loved. You can see is used. I mean, well loved for me, because if you see all my makeup, it doesn't look worn at all. So that I did travel with. And then I have this one, which is a little cooler colors, and then I have this one, which is one of the brand new, which I really like. This one is called Instant Look of Love in a Palette, Pretty Blush Beauty. I will do a video dedicated to this because I really like it, and it came with 3 of the lipsticks that go with it, and they really complement my coloring. So I will do, but I will travel with this, and I have everything. This one will be more spring, summer. This one more fall, winter. This ones are a little browner, a little golden, a little more more of that color, but both I really like, all 3. This one the least. I bought it because I really wanted those basic colors in the bottom, but I really haven't used it that much, so I would travel more with the other ones. So anyhow, if I was taking Charlotte Tilbury, and I have when I'm traveling, I would take more of those things. I also had this one. I don't think this one is in stock anymore. I don't know, I will have to check, which was kind of a face palette, and it had the bronzer, the highlight, some blush, and then some highlighted. This is just a face powder. Sorry, these are the highlights. And I would stay away from the golden ones in my skin because it warms up my skin more, and I actually like more the light that lighter colors bring to my skin. Anyhow, now I'm deviating from the products I actually wanted to work on today, and I could have said that at the end, but here I am. So let's start. So I'm going to start with this new product to me. It's not new, but it's new to me, which is the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. It says that you can use this under makeup or just by itself. The way I like to wear makeup, probably I will wear it by itself, but let's see. Let's see how it looks. Well, the first thing I have to be careful with, of course, is my redness. That happens especially now that I'm in front of the ring light, because that's all I have in front of me, a ring light. All right, let's see how much this as I apply it, I actually am very surprised that it's very moisturizing. Usually I find that Charlotte Tilbury are a little thicker, like her products are a little thicker. This one is not. It feels a little moisture on the oily side, which my skin appreciates because I have dried skin. And when I say oil, I have to be careful, right? Because it could be like a bad thing. You know, there's a lot of people that use oils instead of creams to moisturize their skin. The oils have never worked for me. It doesn't matter what brands I use. When I use oils, it irritates my skin and it dries it a little bit. I know people that have oily skin that they still work with oils and it works wonders. And of course, dry skin that use oils and also works for them. But for me, usually oil regimens do not work. It dries me. The opposite that you would think oil will do. So I'm just watching on that, but this doesn't seem to be drying at all. On the contrary, it felt good putting it on. It felt, oof. And when I touch my skin, it feels nice, but I don't see that it looks more moist or that it cover any of redness. Usually primers don't, so I was not super excited. But because I read that you can just put it and wear no makeup at all. Now, because my skin is dry, I wouldn't go and put just powder, because I think that will make it look more drying. So for now, I'm gonna leave it, and it's okay because I have here the foundation and the other highlight that I was gonna wear anyways. I have her Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. I have it in color 2. And this is supposed to be a very light foundation too. She has a more long wearing or more cover. I don't have that one. I don't think I would like it, because even this one that is light wearing, it feels a little heavier for my style of makeup, which is very natural and light and things like that. But for now, we're gonna try a little bit of this one. Let's see here. So I'm just applying it all over. And if you have seen my videos, you know I like to apply it with a brush. And my favorite brush for makeup is for foundation is the IT Cosmetics dual ended. You'll use it, you'll see it because I use it in every single video. I just think it does such a great job applying the foundation. I don't like the flat brushes, which seems that most makeup artists prefer, but I don't like it. It takes me forever to apply the makeup. Maybe applies a little more. This one really, oh, I put it in my eye. It really disperses the product, so it doesn't leave it very compact. So if you wanted a lot of coverage, maybe that's why you would like a flatter kind of brush, because you will just really apply it. To me, I like it more dispersed because I like a more natural look. So what I'm doing right now is really trying to cover my redness, which is the big thing. And if you see, just with just a little bit, it didn't really did that. But nevertheless, I think it's a good foundation. Usually Charlotte Tilbury kind of color line gives a little bit of shade, or not darker, but a golden tone, like very not cool and bright. It's more like goldenish, tannish. Her whole line is like this, and so her foundations are usually warmer than I would prefer for me, but I think it's how her whole line is. I remember, this is a cool story. So, well, I'll tell you the story in a little bit. Let's continue, but it's a cool story of how I discovered this line. Let me just finish with foundation and put a little blush before I tell you anything, because I want to talk with a little more color in my face. Don't you think? So now I'm gonna try the Hollywood Flatless filter, and this is, you can use it as a liquid highlighter, or you can use it as a foundation to overall more glowy look. I think it will be a little too much to put it all over. Never have wear it that way, and especially for everyday light, it might be too much, too bright and shiny. So I'm just gonna put it in some areas to highlight, just so you see. Okay. I have to admit, this is not a product that I wear often. And we'll see the final look. Maybe I'll get into it more. I think this one's just one of the first ones that I discovered that came out with this highlight kind of liquid form, which I appreciated. Then I bought there's the Chanel drops or things of other brands. That's when I started seeing them more often, this idea of the highlighted in a cream in drops, you know, like something, I'll show you here, like the Chanel came up with this Le Blanc Eclose Rose light drops also, and then they started coming out with all these different ones, especially now I've talked about Lisa Eldridge, also highlight kind of cream. But the first one that I know that I learned about was this Hollywood Flatless filter. So I think Charlotte Tilbury was very ahead when she first started coming out. My little knowledge of her is that she used to work for Tom Ford. It's a great brand, for many, many, many years. And then she separated and started her own brand. So when she first came out, she was very genius about it, because she came out with different looks. So it was kind of a set, and she would show you a final makeup look, and she would say, is this blush, this eyeshadows, this lipstick, this lip liner, this da 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 da. And so if you wanted that look, and she sold them as a look, you bought all the products and you can have a final sort of result, which I thought it was very clever. And then I'll tell you how I discovered her line. But hold on, let's do a little bit of blush first. So I'm gonna use now her bronzer, which is the contour one. This is the first time with her line that I learned about this very darker, you see very little, darker, this dark of a color, and in my light skin. I mean, before, there was no way I would use this kind of color on me. I mean, there was this whole thing about bronzers and all of this, but you know, I always look for a very light shade. This is the first time with her. Look how easy it blends, that I discover this shading. I mean, we knew about this shading, but I just couldn't find products that work as good as this one does. I mean, you see how dark it looks when you first applying it, but then it just easy, very easy blends. And what I have learned is that putting always all around your hair line, you know, they always talk about bronzing in a kind of a 3 kind of motion. So I don't do a 3 precise, even though I'm kind of doing it. I focus more on doing the line, the triangle up, meaning this and then up, and then this and up. But I do bring it up to my hair, because as you darken this whole area, it brings the appearance that the center of your face has more light. It also slims up a little bit your face. So I love the effect that this does, and this one was one of the first products that I did it with. Now, some people like or love, I should say, her setting powder. It's called Airbrush Flawless Finish. I have this very small one that came, I don't remember, one of the things I bought. They sent it to me. And I used to have a bigger one. I got rid of it a while back, or I gave it away. I don't know what I did with it. And anyhow, there's people that really love this powder. I'm not a big powder girl, and so on top of me not being a big powder girl, this one really did not work that well. The one in her, oh no, not the one on this, the one on her duos, which if you don't have this duo, I really recommend you getting it. This is a different, this was one of the holidays edition cases, but she sells this product, one of her best selling products, this duo in different cases. And so you have the bronzer and kind of a highlighted powder. Now this one works for me. It has a little brightening effect, and I do use it quite a bit. It also comes in her face palettes. But her actual, this Flawless Finish Airbrush powder, I don't necessarily like it. And this is a shade 2, so it's a little darker than I would like. So I'm not gonna do this, but just I wanted you to know, because there's some people that really like it. And so, I mean, hey, what can I tell you? So I do wanna use, this is a product that I do use almost, I mean, not every day, but I do use it quite a bit for a very light touch, or very, instead of using concealer, I use this called Corrector. She also has a concealer. I don't have that one because I feel it's for a lot more going out look. And I wear makeup I mean, when I go out, this is as much as I will wear. It's not like a full cover makeup. It's still a lot makeup for me, but it's not like a full, there's some people that really like the coverage and everything else. So for me, her concealer is too much, but this Corrector does the trick. That's what I wanted to say. So I do make sure to warm it up with my finger. You have to kind of warm it up a little bit, and then I use it to cover the purple. I think in other videos, even for natural looks, you have seen me apply this because it's creamy, it's very light, it's not really a concealer, but it does cover because of the color, kind of peachy. It does take away a little bit of the blueness or under the eyes or the redness. And once it dries out, you can barely see it's there. So it will not cake you out or anything else. And I don't have to set it. I don't have to put powder in it. At least I don't. If I'm gonna wear foundation, I would put the foundation on top. Today I forgot to apply this under, so I'm applying it now, and it's okay. You can use it under, you can use it above. So great product. I use it in number 1, Fair. All right, how are we doing? So let's apply now the blush. I already did the contouring, and this is a product that they're saying is restock and is awesome and is great, and it has a little bit of glow. That's why it's called Glowgasm. I wonder why the gasm, huh? So you can apply it directly from the wand. So if you push a little bit, I like this applicator because if you push a little bit, just a tiny bit until I see a little bit of product, and then it kind of goes into this sponge. And then let me apply it a little bit more. And then what I do after you put some of the product out, of course, you can close it so it doesn't dry out. And it really doesn't dry out because I have had this for over a year now. I'll check right now how long you're supposed to be able to have it, but it hasn't dried out. So it's the same brush as I use for the foundation, but I put a rubber band on. Maybe I should put a nicer one. Because this is the one that I do use for the bronzing or the blush or anything with color. And then I use my other brush for just the clear product like foundation or the highlighter. That way, even though I clean them, I don't put any color. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh, I love these products. I mean, if you haven't tried them, they're lovely. I don't reach out for them that much because I'm not used to how they apply, but look how easy it is, right? And now that a lot of other companies, you know, now that I'm raving about Lisa Eldridge and other companies that come with the cream blushes, and I'm getting more used to using them, they definitely give a more natural look, for sure. So look how beautiful that looks. I mean, it's unbelievable. Wow. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So last but not least, I'm going to do the highlight. I wanted you to see how all the cheek come together. So I'm gonna use now this highlighter, even though we use the Flawless filter, you know, but if you're going to Glowgasm, right? If you're doing the Glowgasm effect, wow. Oh yeah. Oh, now we're really doing it. Whoops, I did it again. Take my heart. No, this is the real thing. This is not like, oh, a la natural. This is, I am wearing highlighter. But doesn't get into my wrinkles, doesn't dry me out, doesn't look awful. It actually looks pretty nice, I should say. Right? What do you think? Look, so there's with and there's without. Now let's look. I'm being very careful. I mean, you could be not as careful as me and not struggle so much for the product to come out. I'm just not being I don't like when a lot of product comes out and then I don't use it. Wow. Love it. Love it. So, so now you saw the 3 colors, how beautiful. I want to make sure I put a little lipstick so I don't look so pale for you guys. Now, I'm not bringing them all, but I do want to say I love Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. I mean, look how many I have. So if there's anything I actually really like, this is one of my other very favorite brands. I have almost all of her collections. So you'll see me talking about Charlotte Tilbury, and obviously I recommend all her products because I do wear them, have them all. I mean, I have almost all her lipsticks, it's another one of those brands that I collect most of her stuff. And so lip liners, awesome. So right now I'm gonna put a little bit, I'm gonna put this Pink Venice. This is a lip liner, Pink Venice. A little bit of peach, since we're doing the peach look. Because, which by the way, the Glowgasm, this one, Pinkgasm, she also has another 2 colors, so check them out. I don't remember what, this one says Peachgasm, so I guess this is Pinkgasm. So I guess she has another one that is more peach. Yeah, I think she might have the Peachgasm. Because she had 2 colors. I remember the other color. I don't know why I didn't buy it. Maybe it was too much of the time, and since I still have this one, I just never went and grabbed the other one. But oh my God, I love it. I can't believe I hadn't pulled this product out because I really like it. So let's finish with the lipstick. So I got this Coachella Coral. So this is a coral. Coral color. I have this Portobello Girl. It's a little on the pinkish side, but I want to go and find the other ones that I have from her. All right. So what do you guys think of this look? I haven't touched my eyes and I forgot to do my eyebrows, which I will for. But I think I want to do a second video, so this is not too long, where I actually finish up the look. I'll do my eyes, my eyebrows, and then we have the whole finish. But I think today is beautiful to what we did, which is the full face between the highlighters, the foundation, the blush, and some lip. And so this looks very natural and nice, right? I mean, it's a little more makeup that I usually will wear, but it looks beautiful. Wow. Very nice look. Now on the other video, if you want to watch the other part, I'm going to be doing the eyes, and then I'll put this powder, which is blush and highlighter, on top of this just to see how that will work. I know back in the day when I purchased these items, there was a lot of videos coming on Instagram and things like that preparing, and so the combination really looked great because it really made you glowy, kind of the glowgasm that they're selling you on. Well, it's really true. So if you want to keep on watching, I will also do, there's this eyeshadow, And then there is the Dreamgasm eyeshadow palette. And the Exaggerated Eyes, one of my favorite quads. So I think for now, and then I know I promised you the story about how I was introduced with Charlotte Tilbury. So I'll do it real quick. So with Charlotte Tilbury hadn't come out, you really didn't see it anywhere. And I was working in corporate America. And I had my lunch break, and I was not having a good day. So I ended up going to a Nordstrom's in Aventura Mall here in Miami. And as soon as I walked in, there was a whole Charlotte Tilbury setup. I never seen the brand. I never seen anything like that. And one feature that was awesome was the lighting that they had chose to spotlight the whole counter and the whole area. It was amazing. You walk in there, and the minute the lights hit you, you look better on the mirror. So this woman got very excited because I agreed to do the full makeup with her, and she was new. Obviously, the brand was new, and interestingly enough, when Charlotte Tilbury first came out, and I explained this, right, the whole looks, she was very into this whole warmer sort of looks, golden, and those colors did not really look good on me because I like a little cooler, a little brighten. And so they did a full makeup, but even the lady and I were looking at each other and we're like, I think I look better before I walk in. I think I look better before you did my makeup. I have a picture of it somewhere, you know, one of those after she finished, I took the picture right there and there. It was a mess. It was darker colors or browner colors or golden colors, and it was just, I did not look good. I mean, I look like I aged like 15, 20 years. That's how bad. So she was like, I'm sorry, and I too, and so I left. Then I started discovering more and more of the brand. Now it was everywhere. Later on, it came to Sephora. It was the whole thing, and I end up now loving the brand, and I have most of her products. And so it's very interesting. Of course, she came out with other eyeshadows and other lipsticks, and she joined several Hollywood stars, and so now the brand it is. I think now Charlotte Tilbury sold the brand, and I think that's why I kind of did this little thing, and we'll see how it grows or where it's taken, because in makeup, in every company, in my experience, whoever is on the top and the executive, whoever is really owning the brand itself, really makes an impact on everything, as well as the product, how it looks, the people that purchase it. I mean, it's all connected to the head, right? To the lead of the company. So now that she left, even though I think she was still gonna be around and working and everything, but I think she sold part of it. So we'll see what happens with the brand. Anywho, I hope you like these products. I know the Glowgasm is back in stock. And now to finish up the look, please watch my other video. I will link it below, and we'll finish up with the eyes, and I'll use the Powdergasm on me, and we'll see. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do right now, and comment and requests and make suggestions. Tell me what you think about the brand. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.